Geocaching is a pastime that is swiftly growing in popularity, involving the use of handheld GPS units to locate hidden caches that could be placed anywhere. The hobby is often comically described as using multi-billion-dollar government satellites to find Tupperware containers hidden in the woods. Accessible to anyone with a GPS and internet access, geocaching is popular with individuals as well as families with children. Here we see a geocacher new to the sport. Even though it is taking him some time, he is enjoying the hunt. Geocaches are often well hidden and sometimes take a long time to find. More experienced geocachers have a developed sense of where they may be, and are often able to recognize potential hiding spots. Their experience helps them find the geocaches more quickly than those new to the sport. This veteran geocacher has successfully found the cache. Geocaching creates a unique experience for each cacher. Every person involved enters the sport differently, whether introduced by family and friends, online exploration, or by stumbling on a geocache by accident. There are a great variety of caches in which geocachers can find almost anything.
Hi, my name on geocaching is MSJ Runner, but my real name is Liz. I just recently got into geocaching, and the reason was a friend of mine who's real big into it said, you should come out caching with me sometime, and I decided, okay, well, it might be cool. So I went with him a couple times around the Pittsburgh area and found a few caches along the road that I live off of.
My name's Yvonne, 21. My real name's Carrie, and I heard of geocaching probably over 4 years ago now. In May of this year, we went back, we tried one more, we got it, and then I did 2 more in June. And then in July I went crazy and I did 62, and since then I've found 260. So I've been sort of serial caching since then.
However, geocaching is not always an individual experience. These cachers have gathered together to find a geocache. This one is known as Ladies and Gentlemen, the Bridge and the Groom. Here the geocacher's GPS unit indicates that they have arrived at their destination. These cachers begin their hunt for the geocache. They take into consideration the geocache description, which was found online. Each geocache has a listed description, which gives hints and other helpful information about the geocache. Once the geocachers begin their hunt at ground zero, they start searching within a 30-foot radius of the recorded location. This distance is given to account for the accuracy range of the GPS units. When hunting with less GPS signal strength, more of a radius may be needed. Now that these geocachers have found what they are looking for, they are able to retrieve and open the geocache. This cache is a small traditional style cache. Inside they will find a logbook, swag, and travel bugs. A logbook serves as physical evidence that a geocacher indeed found the cache. The cache owner uses the logbook to verify the authenticity of the online log. Items within caches can be freely traded among the visitors of each cache, as long as it is traded for something of equal or greater value. Swag also includes signature items and coins. Signature items are personalized trinkets on which geocachers have their names inscribed. Geo-coins are similar to signature items and travel bugs in that they are personalized items that are also inscribed with a tracking code. Each travel bug's dog tag has a unique code engraved on the front. This code is used to track the travel bug's movement from geocache to geocache. Varying in size and shape, travel bugs often have sentimental value to the original owner.
I put out 4 travel bugs. The first travel bug I put out, my username comes from Tolkien and the Silmarillion, and Yavanna was like one of the gods that created the trees and everything. So I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan. So the first travel bug I put out was the One Ring. And I think that one, it went to Ohio, but now it's back in Pennsylvania. Then I put out one for my cat that's in Minnesota. I think it's on its way to Nebraska. I put out one that's like a little stuffed dog, and I called it the Traveling Pup, and it's in Ohio. And then I put out one that went to Butler and it got lost. It was a little pouch that was supposed to have things in it that people could trade, but the pouch kept moving. Someone said that that one was missing already, which often happens because, you know, people take it and then they don't put it back. But I love moving them. Like if I see one, I'll definitely pick it up and move it. I got Signal here. He's the mascot of geocaching. And I picked up a whole bunch of other ones. This one is an Elvis one. It wants to go to Memphis. I'm not going to take it there, but hopefully someone could. And some of them have specific goals, like it wants to get to all 50 states, or it wants to get to a certain cache in, you know, California or whatever. And then other ones, you know, just want to see, I think this one just wants to visit as many caches as it can in a year. You know, so they could have specific goals or just fairly general goals.
Geocaching is a social experience, frequently driven by online communities, websites such as the Pittsburgh Area Geocaching Association, WPAGA.com, and the Geocaching.com website provide forums and helpful services to those who participate in the sport of geocaching. Hiding geocaches can be just as fun as finding them. It is a chance to give back to the geocaching community, and it gives you the chance to share your favorite locations and stories with others.
Well, I've only been doing it for a short time myself, and I see myself just going anywhere and being like, oh, that'd be a good spot. Oh, that'd be a good spot. Oh, that would be a nice spot to hide it right there. I mean, just even driving down the road or walking around somewhere, I mean, you just kind of like notice stuff that you otherwise wouldn't notice. So it's real interesting how your mindset changes after you do this for a little while.
And I'm used to certain hiding places and hiding methods now. Like a couple weeks ago, I saw my first that was a piece of fishing line tied to a sewer grate, and then it was down in the sewer and you had to pull it up. So now whenever I'm at a ground zero and I see a sewer grate, that's the first thing I look for. But that's, I mean, that's good. You look for rocks, you look for bark that looks out of place or whatever.
Geocaches are given a rating on difficulty and terrain.
For every single cache, there's two different ratings. There's a rating for the terrain, and there's a rating for the difficulty. Like, for example, the terrain it could be anywhere. Actually, you could probably explain it better than that.
Well, yeah, a 1-1 is like one that every Walmart basically has a cache, and you go and drive up to the lamppost and you lift up the little skirt and there it is. So like that would be a 1-1. A 1 terrain would mean that it's handicapped accessible, and a 1 difficulty means that like as soon as you get there, you know where it is. And then a 5-5, like those are pretty rare, and a true 5-5 would be like, you know, it's unbelievably difficult. It might take hundreds of miles of driving, or, you know, hours and hours of decoding a puzzle or something. And then the terrain, a 5 terrain means that you have to have some sort of special equipment.
After these geocachers finish with the cache, they return it to its hiding spot, so the next geocacher can find it at its proper coordinates. So if you're looking for an adventure and are interested in technology, geocaching might just be the sport for you.
The